Hey everyone, this is Flight Nut here. This is will be part two of the San Bernardino to Barstow. In the last episode, we stopped up at the Cajon Summit, so this will be part two, continuation to final destination in Barstow Yard with a P32 AC DM Amtrak. So, all right, let's get ready to roll it here. You guys don't have much time left. This is a sale for Steam Train Simulator 2015 will be ending January 2nd. So if you have any urges to learn how to drive a train, this is the cheapest time to buy them now. Like on that run right there. If you buy the steam train itself, be a couple games, couple routes added on with your purchase. Alright, we're sitting up here in Cajon Summit, so let's get everything set up here. We're not under. Our headlights are on. We don't have no windshield heater. Alright, you'll have a Control D cab signaling system, which messes with this right here. It's been disabled, so we don't have to worry about it this time. So we can go ahead and click out of that box. Go to the outside view. So quiet you can hear the crickets chirping. Normally the train doesn't run this way. This is a regular metro train, but I decided I'd use this one here. The engine is a regular, like for the main line for running from Chicago to Seattle on a long distance route for Amtrak. So let's get up here to front. Our lights are still on from the last part one. So alright, get our directional control moving forward. Release the brakes. We may be switching up here, so look at hit the number 9 key, get our player here. Nope, we'll be staying on the track. Normally we'd be switching right there, but in this case we're just going to be on the regular track here. Speeds will be a little bit faster on this end. Like I said earlier, number 1 key will put you inside, 2 will put you outside, 3 will show you in, 4 is like you're standing on the side of the track and watch the train come by. Be multiple views or several of the same views. And 5 will put you inside. 6 will really show the front end of your car coupler. starting starting to go downhill now, so we're fixing to shortly. Be a little bit quicker on this end because it's mostly some downhill and like what I call a little speed bump, a little rise in the elevation of the track. Nothing like the first part when you're climbing 3% grade. So this here is generally just slight rolling downhill, nothing steep. And we're going to do the dynamic braking. This is your dynamic brake here. Oh, we couldn't get it. Trying to get the dynamic brake to work, but it don't seem to want to work. Oh well, we'll just go to regular braking and it ain't gonna hurt. We have a speed limit of 50 coming up, so basically that's for a curve down here. Yeah, we'll slow it down a little bit more than normal. Go around this curve. Basically now we're just letting it free fall down the hill. Let gravity do its work. Yeah, when I first found the train simulator that I was able to buy, all these places where it goes from flat to drop off, it wasn't rounded, sort of rounded like it is in the modern train sim. You go over the dip from being level to start going downhill, then your train would break apart. And then you'd have to stop and go back and collect it again to keep moving. They've come a long way since I first started playing train simulator. The first one that I seen, I can't remember what year it come out, but you would go over an elevation change from uphill to flat. It would break apart on you. What I like about this, and you get right down on the ground level and watch the train wheels being in line with the track. You'll watch them straighten out. See, like this elevation change coming up where you see going over the hill here. Like this little dip right here. Oops. Kinda messed it up there. It probably wouldn't have broke apart on that section there. But I know on some area when you go over numerous times when I was playing the train sim, the engine wouldn't break loose, but it'd break loose somewhere down the line on the freight cars. So now we're getting ready to do just about max what any of our trains, passenger trains, except the Akela Express over in the Northeast can run faster than 79 miles an hour. So we're just going to let it come up on its own. Ain't no use of burning fuel when you got gravity to do it. In a regular scenario, if you see a yellow signal on the other side, it generally means that a train is coming or heading your way. There may be some in quick drive, but not as many. Let's see where we're at. So you can scroll out. There's us. Had an updater come on. But we're still rolling and starting to flatten out again. This is your typical desert scenery from what basically looks like with the short scrubby bushes. This would be like going down toward Victorville and climbing a lower hill and dropping over the incline in between Victorville and Barstow. I drove out there numerous times when I was over the road trucking, so I didn't get to see this part, but I know what it looks like on the interstate. Not really much to look at except for these scrubby bushes and billboards. That's basically about it. Still haven't quite got these bridges done where they come up and where the break is right there. But they'll eventually get there where this will be all smooth. There won't be no horizontal and semi-vertical. We have a 55 limit coming up. Some of them you have to slow down. There's one curve on the northeast connection you have to slow down to 45 miles an hour to go around it. See, there's some more animation there. Or track holes over there digging. Just this little bit where it keeps it in the green, so it's easy on the passengers. I try to play the game like I'd be the engineer, take care of my people, give them a good ride, good safe ride. I'm 56 years old, so here's this curve that I mentioned to you is kind of sharp. Reason why the speed change is. Be another one down further on. I'm going to be doing me a Stevens pass, and going to simulate. I've got the engines and the Boeing fuselage sections there. I'm going to simulate a route pulling Boeing 737 fuselages out of Washington, Everett, Washington, or I will be doing that. I tried starting it later today. Today's December 29th, 2014. So I'm going to try to do one of them videos. I like to do each video of all my routes that I have, just a short video showing what the scenery looks like for people that is thinking about buying 2015 Train Simulator. And I know most of the routes in 2015 Simulator has a little short video of the route, but it's just sort of like a teaser. It doesn't show the good features of the route. So if I do the full route and take my time in quick drive, then you'll get a better sense of it. There's another short curve here. Starting to go back downhill, 1.5% downgrade. If you was doing free roam, you'd be able to switch over onto this track, and say you got 40, 50, 60 cars, you can simulate stopping and making deliveries into these side junction. There's a fuel station there for fuel. But doing in free play, you'll have to set each one of your switches manually to choose your route. Quick drive, you just choose your starting and ending destination and go. The game already knows where you're going, so it knows the route, so you just drive. Free roam is you can choose any engine in the yard and set your switches. Then you have to set the switches where you want to go. If you don't, you'll be coming down a main line like this here, and you don't throw the switch in front of you, then you'll shoot off one of the turnouts and have a derailment turn over. Yeah, the palm trees look just exactly like that out west, or cactus, what you want to. Seen a bunch over there on east of LA, out there in the desert. There, Palm Springs and Painted Desert. I was watching a video on YouTube not too long ago that has this bridge in real life, showing trains coming around this curve, climbing a hill toward Cajon Summit. Yeah, you can tell just by looking at the scenery it's dropping downhill. Just one little drop off right here. Plus you can look on your screen too. You see it dropping. See, we was on the steep side of the track. That's the other track that's coming down the hill. And we got a real sharp curve up here. In real life, real trains would be blowing for each one of the crossings. This is one of the sharp curves down here too. I like how the water has reflections of the scenery. Yeah, we're going to drop back inside so we don't have to listen to the echo in the valley here. And you can hit this symbol here for your wiper, or hit the symbol V on your keyboard or turn on your wipers. Go back outside. There's a train station over there, but in free roam I could have got over there, but I'm in quick drive, so I can stop at stations on my side, but I can't cross over to stop over to the other one. Be nice in the later sims that some of this traffic would be like it's moving, coming in and parking, Uh, but I know that that takes up extra graphics. But it would be nice to see like a moving besides just on the roads, and people pulling in and just getting out and standing there, not no real movement of the people. Hey, somebody's speeding over there. In fact, that whole inside lane is speeding. Other guys in the right lane there look like they're crawling. So you're gonna speed up and go around the semi. You know. And some of the missions that people come up with on this route here would simulate coming in and loading up or unloading rock quarry or whatever. Come underneath this bin here and fill up your hopper wagons. This is where you unload here, and this is where you load up. There's not too much growing on this side of the desert here, but if you go from Barstow to Bakersfield, there's not much growing there in the high desert. But once you drop off to Hatchbury down in the Bakersfield, as you get 3/4 way down the hill, almost all the way completely down, you'll start to see orange groves and places where you can buy fruit and stuff. Better quit talking, I got a 40 coming up. Sit there jibber-jawing about other things there and not watching what I'm doing. gonna jump in and ride along as a passenger for a little bit. Ship to number 5. We'll just ride along as a passenger for a little bit. Can't look backwards, but we can look out the scenery here. Just like you'd be looking out the windshield, everything close by is speeding by, but the further you look out, it looks like it's barely moving. With a sharper curve, you can almost see your front of your engine going around the corner. See, they got the same dynamics where you see your shadow of the other side of your car and your map. also scroll back on looking at your cars one at a time. Vice versa. Let's see where we're going to end up in our barstow yard here. Number 10. So let's go down this. Normally we wouldn't be here. So we'll just keep scrolling down. So far, them switches are right. Those are right. really not much to look at out here in the desert. Occasional cactus and a bunch of tumbleweeds. And a few houses here and there. Yeah, there is some missions on the Stephen Pass transporting the 737 fuselages there. So instead of building me a train set for that, I'll do the run for the fuselages. Maybe later on today or next couple of days, I'll get it done and get it uploaded for you guys to look at. Look like a dairy farm there. Bunch of moo-moos out there. And a bunch of birds flying. Yeah, Wisconsin used to be the dairy capital. California took them over for milk production. in Southern California, just west of Barstow, there's a Linmore, California, and you run from Barstow to Bakersfield out across the desert here. That's over in out there in this direction here. Head over toward Tehachapi over there. I hope Train Simulator comes out with that route. I've been by the track that's over there in Tehachapi. That's the only place in Southern California has a spring, summer, fall, and winter for being in Southern California, or that far south in California, I should say. I've seen the snow there in Tehachapi. Wasn't sticking too much to the road, but it was sure sticking to the grass. Yeah, that route from Barstow to Bakersfield has 17 tunnels, and it doubles back on it a couple times that I know of. Climbing the elevation from Bakersfield, which is down in the valley, climbing up to Tehachapi, going over, and once you get to top of Tehachapi, then you start dropping down there just east of the hill, and where they get rid of their HEPA engines at the end of the train and connect them to the ones going westbound to get down the hill. Got 4 more miles to go. Slow down for this curve up here. We got 65 coming up. And before we get into the train yard, we'll stop and check our switches, make sure they're set. Up there where it says Barstow Yard Gate 1, we'll stop up there and make sure our switches into the station is set correctly. Now if it says Barstow Yard 10 here, alright, we don't have to do no setting, it's already preset. Right now the yard is empty on quick drive, but when I'm doing scenarios, that yard's even in free roam, that yard is pretty well full of train cars and engines that you can choose and make your own consist and take it to wherever you want to go to. It's all going downhill now, so we got a red light forward, but we got a blinking red light, so that means we're going to stop somewhere in this section of the line down. We'll be jumping off. Like in that Stephen King movie, Langoliers. Where'd everybody go to? I don't see nobody in the train yard. So we can stop anywhere in this yellow section area there within the scenario. Even though this says 1.66 miles to go. Yeah, this train yard has a downhill slope to it. Easy getting into it, but hard getting out. I'm not going to go over the whole mile and a quarter up here. Once we get inside on the yellow section, I think it'd be safe to stop in the route. Now let's try it and see what it does. We just come to a complete stop here. Alright, there you go, folks. The second part of the Santa Barbara to Barstow. And I hope you liked the video. Leave a comment or subscribe to my channel, Going Bad Dog 123. And hope to see your comments on what you think of this scenario. Alright, we see you next time on the next upload. This is Flight Sim Nut, or Flight Nut, on Going Bad Dog 123 channel on YouTube. We didn't have no problems on that route, so alright. We thank you for watching the video on the Cajon route.